Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to Spicy Sunflower Tarot. This is going to be a weekly check-in, energy update, whatever it is that you are here for necessarily. Let that be what's giving you, the purpose to show up. You might need some clarity in your life. You might need some love in your life. You might need some um, excuse me, open-mindedness. I've got the Romance Angels by Doreen Virtue. The oracle cards I'll set off to the side. This is the Marchetti Tarot. Using that as clarification, I'll set that off to the side. The main player, the star of the show, is going to be the Light Seers Tarot. So welcome, Aquarius, to February. I hope that it started off good for you. We did have that full moon in Leo on February 1st, and that was called the snow moon. Full moons are a beautiful, perfect time to illuminate something in your life that needs a bigger, broader view, to let go of things that no longer serve you. Full moons are a time to know that the end of a cycle is near or has happened, and that something new is getting ready to begin for you after the moon is done shining in all its fullness. Excuse me, let me split these three ways for you. We had the season of Imbolc as well, which is the celebration of the midpoint between the winter solstice and the spring solstice. So we do have this, I don't know if you can feel it. I know it's your birthday season, and so I didn't even say that right out of the gate. Happy birthday, Aquarius. Whenever your birthday is, I know that most of you, we're still in the February part of the month, so maybe you're celebrating your birthday while you're watching this video. And if so, happy birthday, Aquarius. Right out of the gate, the first card out, defining your situation. I didn't even give you a heads up what we were doing. We're doing your situation. We're doing a reading for whatever situation brought you here today, whatever's on your mind, whatever's going on in your life or your heart. And the card that popped out in the shuffle was the King of Swords, which represents the sign of Aquarius. This is the king, the court card, the masculine court card for the air energy. And this is representing the king is the fixed air, which is Aquarius, your fixed energy. When you make up your mind, when you determine, when you decide, when you have organized your thoughts in such a way, you know the truth. You know the way to go. You know wisdom. You know intelligence. I love that this crow is sitting here, and that is a representation of thoughts. And they're so smart. They're so intelligent. They remember things. They understand patterns. They know, and they know you. They remember things. They have a very skilled ability to understand patterns, like I said. So you here, whether you're male or female, this is the masculine air energy, fixed air energy. You, whatever situation has brought you here today, Aquarius, you're dialed in. You've got your finger on the trigger. You understand, and you know, and you see it for what it is. You understand that this person does this person does this person does the other thing. Everybody's got their part to play. It's like looking at a chessboard and understanding that your situation means that this is basically a chessboard, and I need to move my pieces strategically around this board, because if I do A, they do B. If I say this, they're going to say that. What this really also represents is a lack of emotion, not because you don't have your whole heart in whatever you do, because I know that's not the truth, but whatever the situation is, you've removed the emotional component. You've taken the feeling out of it, because right now you need to use your brain. You need to use your mind. You can't bring your softer side into this situation because it calls for mental strategy. It calls for intelligent, intellectual understanding. You have to figure something out, and it involves a lack of emotion, but it reminds me of like a general in an army, or it reminds me of a lawyer, like, yeah, definitely an attorney. They have the facts before them. They've read the statutes. They understand, the past scenarios. They've got all of your information in front of them. And then they're going to go to court and they're going to represent the truth. They're going to stand for the truth. They're going to stand for what's right. I love that. Okay, so that's enough on that. Let's get some corroborating. Let's get some surrounding information, some backup facts for this King of Swords. Why is this King of Swords here for Aquarius? Why is the King of Swords here for Aquarius, representing the sign of Aquarius? What is going on? Six of Cups, nostalgia, blast from the past, soulmate energy. Knight of Wands, you just want to play and have fun. Oh my God, you just want to shake your tambourine. And the Lovers, air energy, and the sign of Gemini, so major arcana. At the bottom of the deck is the Eight of Wands. This is representing messages, back and forth, incoming, outgoing, incoming, outgoing. It's hard to keep up with the Eight of Wands because it moves so fast. It's direction forward. It's moving ahead. It's moving forward. Whatever it is you've determined in your fixed air energy, you've made up your mind on something, that seems like that gets something going communication wise. Eight of Wands is fast, rapid, quick moving energy. You got to really stay focused on your email and your text messages and all your social media accounts. Everything's going. The Six of Cups has you talk about not being in your feelings, and then boom, but you are. Everything you're doing, everything you've made up your mind externally, internally, you really are sentimental. You really are remembering the good old days. You're thinking about those moments maybe when you were a little kid with your little puppy, and now you're a full-grown adult with your big grown dog. But you're remembering when they were small. You're remembering when your children were babies. You're remembering being held by your mother. You're remembering smells of perfume. You're remembering the way that laundry used to smell, clothes on the line. It's going down memory lane. It's thinking about love, when love was sweet and things were easy and life wasn't complicated. Six of Cups is just like, I just want things to be like they used to be. I remember that. It was so sweet and loving. This can also be soulmate energy. And we are getting ready to head into Mercury retrograde, which means that that's a really popular time for exes to return. So this can be your first love, your true love, somebody from your past that you used to be really connected with and you guys just grew apart. They could be returning. So the Six of Cups can be like a re-entry of somebody from your past, but it definitely has to do with the past. The Knight of Wands is excited, fun-loving, footloose, fancy-free, shake your groove thing, get your tambourine, let's shake it and dance it all night long. Look at this horse is like having a blast too. She's having a blast, the horse is having a blast, everybody's having a blast. It's party energy. The Knight of Wands is like, I don't want to have responsibilities right now. I don't want to think about my job. I don't want to think about my kids. I don't want to think about anything but just having fun. The Knight of Wands is very here for a good time, not a long time. They don't necessarily want to commit. And what I'm really getting from this, because you have really fixed your mind on something, but behind the scenes, behind closed doors, You are a tender-hearted individual. You have a lot of sensitivity in your veins. And at the end of the day, Aquarius, you just want to shake your groove thing. You just want to have a little fun. You want to let your hair down. You want to kick your shoes off. You want to shake your butt. You just want to go for it. You do. You just want to have fun. This serious nature that you have had to uh, put out into the reality, I think that behind the scenes, you are like, I cannot wait. Whatever the situation is, I think it called for that. It called for a decision. And it's almost like your inner child cannot wait to be set free so that you can just have fun and be footloose and fancy free. There is a decision to make. The Lovers represents a divine decision regarding a soulmate. It definitely has to do with somebody that you love, a soulmate union. Remember, I said that the Six of Cups can be a soulmate as well. So there is definitely somebody that you are having to make a decision about. And I don't know if that is what you have had to decide, but this person looks like they have made their freaking mind up. They've got their sword in hand that represents their truth, and they are not afraid to wield their sword if they need to. The sword can be an offensive tool. It can also be a defensive tool. So they have that there on their side. They don't show up to the party with their sword drawn, but they will draw it if they need to. There's a choice to make. There's some fun that wants to be had, and there's some remembering the past. Let's get some clarification. If this is resonating with you, please let me know. Having that reassurance as a reader is really powerful. And so if this is your reading, if this is resonating with you, I'd love to know that. Excuse me. Let's get some clarification out for the sign of Aquarius, please. Four of Swords. All right. And then Five of Swords. Well, your energy is all over the board. That is for sure. You have made up your mind, like we've been saying over and over again. You do have a pull in your emotions to the past. You do have a side of you, a part of your nature that doesn't want the responsibility of the decision. You just want to have fun. But I think this is kind of like a carnal nature thing, and you have to just keep this, in check. Because the decision that needs to be made in the way of the Lovers, that is definitely what I think you have made up your mind about. The Lovers, Major Arcana. That decision is going to require that you, Four of Swords, rest, relax, recharge, kick your feet up, kick your lazy boy out. Let your mind have a freaking break. Put your sword down, close your eyes, think good thoughts. Think good thoughts. Four of Swords is recalibration. Relax. This decision that you've made is a big one. I don't know what it is for you. You'll have to tell me, but a big decision has been made. It's not going to be without its conflict. This can be group conflict. This can be a dynamic that verbal altercations. It doesn't have to be anything physical, but it definitely is. Your truth might not be the truth of everybody else. And you already know that when you share your truth, it's going to ruffle feathers. And maybe that's what you've decided. I've decided and I've determined that my mind is made up on X, Y, or Z. When I do that, I'm going to be glad that I made my decision, and I'm going to rest and relax, but I'm going to have to prepare for the fact that this is going to ruffle some people's feathers. 5 of Swords. Wow, Aquarius, I hope that everything is okay for you and that your decision at hand, I trust that you've made the right decision for you. That's for sure. I believe that you have. Let's give you a final card in the way of an oracle card. This is the Romance Angels, Doreen Virtue. We have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Maybe that's what you've decided. If it's not, then engagement in your life, engagement in your job, engagement in your family. This is your reading, Aquarius. Thank you for being here. Please do not hesitate to let me know in the comments how this reading lands for you, if it resonates. Please remember to like, follow, subscribe, and share the videos if you wouldn't mind. I'm on TikTok and I'm on YouTube, and I greatly appreciate your energy and your attention. Be blessed. Be well.